It was a New Music Friday in May, and 3 of the artists that I really like are releasing new singles: leigh-anne, Fausia, and Saint Laurent. And I liked all of those songs, but I couldn't help but notice some similarities between them. Hi, I'm Jenni, and let's just get into it. Leigh-anne, Forbidden Fruit, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Saint Laurent, Galbi, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Fausia, What a Woman, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Yes, a few second difference here and there, but still. And of course, this is not a new phenomenon. It has been going on for a couple of years. And we all know why. But still, I wanted to discuss. Can we let go of the 2 minutes and 22 second singles, please? So as I was trying to research what was said about this topic already, I came across the Wikipedia article, The 3-Minute Pop Song. And this Wikipedia article said that a 3-minute pop song is a cliche that describes the archetype of popular music based on the average running length of a typical single. Now I'm worried that we are even losing the 3-minute runtime. I went through today's top hits, Spotify's curated playlist of songs that are currently most streamed globally. And my estimation is that the song length on this playlist was on average 2 minutes and 30 seconds. There were 25 songs that were under 3 minutes, 21 songs that were 3 minutes or over. The only songs on the playlist that were over 4 minutes long were Too Sweet by Hozier and Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Now, there are great songs that are 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, and they feel like a full package that the artist has said what they wanted to say in those 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I love 1 minute 40 second or however long interludes, intros and outros on albums. Of course, short films didn't appear out of nowhere in the 2020s. For example, Dolly Parton's debut album, Hello, I'm Dolly, released in 1967. Most of the songs on that album are 2 minutes or a little over. But I think it's fair to say that in mainstream pop, songs that are a little over 2 minutes long have become more common. People are aware why songs are getting short, but I still wanted to share those reasons and kind of my speculations on why that is. Number one, obviously TikTok and social media. So TikTok and social media overall have had a huge impact on music, both the good and the bad. You know, songs that have a catchy line or a verse or a hook in them or a fun dance challenge to them, they go super viral on TikTok. And then artists of those songs gain millions of streams. Me personally, I have found many of my favorite artists through TikTok and social media, although I haven't been on TikTok for months, thank God for that. So I understand that it's an important way for an artist to promote their music. But also some of my favorite artists are releasing incredibly short songs now, and I think it's due to TikTok. And that leads us to the second reason why. So, Washington Post released an article by Suju Chen in the beginning of the year about the length of songs and how they are getting shorter. In the article, Joe Bennett, a professor of musicology at Berklee College, states that technology and culture impact the song length as it depended a lot on the format of the music that was released in. So vinyls didn't fit as many songs as CDs and cassettes do. And additionally, Joe Bennett talked about like if an popular artist was doing these length songs, then other artists were doing it as well. It was technology and culture impact song length overall. In the 90s, the average song length was over 4 minutes long, very different from now. According to the World Economic Forum, a survey conducted in 2022 stated that 64% of people consume music through internet-based platforms, so streaming platforms essentially. So nowadays artists focus on pay by play, meaning that the more the song gets played in full, the more cents artists get. Literal cents. As said in a Vice article, it's easy to explain why this might be the case. Streaming services incentivize listening to an entire song because that's how they determine who gets paid. If you listen to the whole song, it increases the chance of it getting onto the playlist, and playlists are where your songs will be found. Spotify, Apple Music and Tidal pay artists per play irrespective of how long a song lasts. By making a song short, acts expect people will play more than once. So in order to make more money, songs don't have time to have an intro or a full bridge. Like they have to be short so the artist can get compensated on them, or the few cents that they get from each streaming platform. And the third one is kind of my speculation, but also maybe something that is happening right now. The Spotify CEO Daniel Ek recently called music content and said that the cost of creating content being close to zero, people can share an incredible amount of content. I do want to start off by saying that it's very demeaning call music and culture overall content because of the important value that music and culture has in our society. Nowadays, though, you don't necessarily need a whole team to make a song. You don't even need a studio to do that. You can do it at home and find certain softwares to help you with making music. Joe Bennett talked of this as well in the Washington Post article. And I think this is connected to song length because it is easier to make a song, thus you can put out 2 minute quick fun singles quite frequently, or you can really work on a 4-minute song that really takes time to work on it. So which one would you want to do to get easily compensated? But I do want to say that in order to create like a catchy, fun pop song, it's actually really hard. So this kind of like, it is easier, but at the same time making good music is also challenging still. My biggest issue with these short songs is that it feels like they stop midway, that the song is incomplete, like there would have still been time to have another verse, another chorus, maybe a bridge. I miss bridges in songs, actually. Like the songs that are being put out, these short songs, it feels like it's a draft version when it could be so much more. Without those added parts to the song, like a bridge, it just feels like, oh, it ended already? Oh, okay. And again, of course, there are songs that are still long, but I feel like those are a rarity these days. And sure, in some cases, albums and EPs have shorter songs, but they work and flow well together as a work of art, like from song 1 to song 10. So the length of one specific song doesn't matter because it just feels like you're listening to one flowing project. An example of these types of EPs and albums is Eliana's Volezzo, in my opinion, and J-Hope's Jack in the Box. Like even though those projects have really short songs, it feels like I am listening to a whole project rather than just songs on a CD. I will talk about EPs and albums more in a different video. Mutta I just can't help thinking, is this what artists really truly want? Releasing quick short singles that you have to promote on short form videos, post different videos using the same line or same hook in your song or a chorus, and then just hoping that it goes viral. Like, is that what artists now want? I shared 3 artists that I like in the beginning, leigh-anne, Saint Laurent, and Fausia. And leigh-anne has actually stated in her Discord group chat, I couldn't find the screenshot of this message anymore, so you just have to trust me on this, that she doesn't know why her songs don't have bridges, that it's something that she really wants to work on in the future. So obviously I am sure that artists feel some type of way of releasing shorter songs as well. Mark Ronson, who is a notable producer in the pop music industry, stated already in 2019, 5 years ago, all your songs have to be under 3 minutes and 15 seconds because if people don't listen to them all the way to the end, they go into this ratio of non-complete heard, which sends your Spotify rating down. And now we're not even at 3 minutes. Oh, it's so saddening to me. And what I've seen is that usually if an artist often releases 2 minutes and 30 second singles, when they release a longer song, it's usually one of their best work because there's more time for the song to build, for the song to have a structure, for the song to have interesting production. It shows more of artists' skills and artistry. So I am sure artists also want to work on longer songs as well. So I have titled the last conclusion part as what can be done. I will be honest and say that as consumers, I don't know how much we can impact the music industry. It would be very easy to just say like, oh, as fans and music listeners, we just need to work on our attention span and support artists more, because it's deeper than that. It's an industry issue. So I think it's important to, one, listen to songs in full, two, listen to longer songs as well. And if you have the means to do it, support artists in different ways as well, buying physical copies of albums and so on. And like maybe move on from this casual streaming, having music on in the background, to listening to music. Now, what do I mean by that? Spotify and other platforms curate this Spotify playlist that are meant to, people to have on in the background while they do their daily chores, go to work, and so on. How about we actually listen to the albums in full focus? How about making an actual playlist that you really thought of every single song, and not just like, okay, this is popular. And I know that there are people who already do that, of course. I just wish it was more common. And I also understand that we live busy lives and we don't have time to sit down and listen to music, but I wish we could do that more often. But in reality, we need industry-wide changes, and I am not very hopeful about that. Okay, what are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you in the next one. The genocide continues in Gaza, and if you have the means to do it, please donate to Care for Gaza. Their username is on Twitter or X @CareForGaza. They provide such crucial aid and food and financial support to Palestinians in Gaza. And if you can't donate, just interact with their account, as they are verified. They make money off of their interactions. Thank you.